Hello all, welcome back to this YouTube channel and I hope you all are doing good. After a long time, I came back with an interesting video. So this video will be definitely helpful for our all TCS family. So this is our channel where I have created a lot of playlists here. So you can find all T4 track prerequisites, process wins1 process prerequisite and also articulation as well as a lot of things are there here. You can check it out once and also have placed all mandatory courses here. In this video we're gonna see what are the major changes in our wins 1 November cycle. This is very important topic which most of them are getting a lot of doubts, right? So we'll be clearing all those in this video. So let us without any delay, let us dive into. So let us start from here without any delay. Let us go on so that we can save a lot of time, right? So this was the first information which we got from the team. So let us see this. As I'll do a summary of this because if you wanna read, you can read from here, right? So as long as technology is increasing, right? Uh, they wanted to make their business units align with core tech tracks actually. So they are telling, see, we have worked on individual business units to curate a set of core tech tracks. So they are highly recommending us to learn based on our like our business units. So see, let us see the important points here. See, going forward, all the new wins enrollment should be aligned with unit specific core tech tracks. So they are telling what I'll tell you, before we used to choose one track, right? So now it not gonna happen like that. So they have released an Excel sheet where you can find your business units and what are all tech tracks which are eligible under that business unit, and you should choose only from that. So here you'll get lot of doubts, I know. So some questions and answers are there down. Let us discuss about that. So second main point is that if you are an existing wins one subscriber, so below details are the most important thing, which first one we'll discuss about. If you are enrolled into a non-unit specific core tech track and intended to appear for the November assessment cycle, complete your learning by 10th September to become eligible. So this is like these points are not understandable, and I will explain you clearly what is going on about this. So let us take one let's say it is BFSI, and you are from BFSI, and previously you you made your learning in the track T1 track. But now what happened, in their Excel sheet for BFSI unit, let's say T1 track is not there. So in that case, what they are telling, if you are enrolled into that, right? So it comes under non-unit specific core tech track, right? So for those people, last date of completion is 10th September itself. So you got this point, right? See, the example is clear, right? So I'll go to next thing. So if you are enrolled into a non-unit specific core tech track and do not need to appear for November cycle, you should change your enrollment into one of unit specific core tech track. So here let us take same example. You are from BFSI and you have enrolled into T1. Like, enroll in the sense you are registered and you are like solving questions in that track, right? So here, what they're telling, if you are not gonna participate in this November cycle, right? So they are giving you an heads up that you should change your enrollment and you should start working on your unit specific core tech tracks. So you'll get an Excel sheet you can find in a Ultimatis or somewhere. So you keep practicing only those tech tracks. So because from now onwards, it will, like, enrollments all will be going will be aligned with those unit specific things itself. So they have mentioned these points. And third point is that if you are enrolled into a unit specific core tech track, so complete your learning by 5th October. So I'll tell you another example. If you are from BFSI, so this is just an example. I am not telling the exactly which is in the Excel sheet. So if you are from BFSI and you are learning some T4 track, and it is already in that Excel sheet which is aligned with the unit specific track. So they are given so this is the deadline for those people so who are already aligned with that. So you are clear, right? So these are the points which obviously comes into our mind, right? So let us see what they are telling things about. So most of the questions are the same, not are the same, like answers are the same, I'll tell you. So will it be, this is the first question, will it be okay to register to core tech track that is not part of your industrial units list of track? So they said no. You should only you should only choose the particular track which is aligned with your business unit. This is confirmed. You must see they are telling the same thing. So next question is that where can I find my business units core tech track list? Your unit specific relevant tech tracks are tagged in wins. You see, these are the two course IDs. In if you go inside that, there is 08040 where you can find your Excel sheet, like Excel in the sense like curated business units with core tracks. So you can find there. So I think you might got answer for that question, right? So where can you find that list? So third question is that I have completed so I have completed my learning or about to complete in a track that is not part of my units list. What should be my next course of action? So this is the most of the people question, right? So you are going to complete some T1 track, but it is not in the business units list. So what happens? So what they are telling if you have completed or about to complete your learning track, so that is not part of your units list, then you will be allowed to attend November cycle itself. So they are giving you one time chance, it seems. As a one time exception, you should make sure to complete all the learnings before 10th September as discussed here, if it is not part of units thing, right? So they are giving just a one time chance for for you all the people. So after that, from next time you should definitely learn from a unit specific tracks itself. So will there be any exception to appear for non-unit specific tracks in the future? No. This is bluntly no. So because they are focusing on the business units itself. So for each and every cycle, they will be changing something, right? This has come for this November cycle. So if I do not find my units relevant courses track list, what should like who should I connect with? So in this case, you are finding any difficulties with unit or it is not aligned properly. If you feel that this track should be there in that unit, so you can directly speak with your TD spot, like TD in the sense talent development spot. For each unit there will be a person or a team, you can contact with them. I have attained a pass in the tech track in the previous cycle, and I am to store distinction in the next in the November cycle. But unfortunately, the track is not part of units list. Will I be allowed to register for the track in the November cycle? So I'll give you an example. You have completed, like you got pass for the track T1. So this time it is not there. It is not there in the list as I said earlier. So what is his future? Like they are telling like yes, as one time exception, they will be allowing for this November cycle itself. So the guy's position is like do or die position where he should get definitely distinction so that they will accept, or else he should write again different tech track which is in the list. So you got this right. I am eligible to appear for Innovator Coding Challenge in the track that is not part of unit. So same because I have attained a distinction or pass in the previous cycles. So this goes as same because they'll give only one time exception for this November cycle, and for the future assessment cycle you'll need to enroll for the unit specific core track. Will historic distinction or pass in the tech track be considered for the milestone rewards? Yes, because those are previous things, right? So they'll definitely consider for rewards or gems, it seems. Who is my first point of contact in case of any queries? So always the first person regarding this will be a unit specific TD spot. So if you need to know who is TD spot, so you can do one thing. You can raise a ticket in global help desk. So there regarding any query regarding these wings, right? So those team will come in the picture and they'll solve your issues. So next topic is that, so I think that this is all clear, right? If you have any doubts, you can comment it down, so I'll clarify your doubts. So next thing is that wins, see this is the next thing they have mentioned. So uh, so as I said, going forward, this will be all the wins exams will be based on the unit specific track itself, and they might see in the future also they might change. Like if BFSI now has T4, in the future they can remove that. That is not in our hands. That they will update us. So as of now, for this November cycle, this is there. So if we need any list of that, right? So we can find in going visiting this course ID. So mainly we should focus like this point, see this point. It is mandatory to complete the learning and register for the track only if it is part of your BGR unit list. So as we are discussing for the past 5 6 minutes, we should only choose a track which is under a business unit, right? So how should we find which business unit we are from? So this is the main question, right? So you can check, like, please check the IOU level sheet for the list. You can check the BG level sheet only if your unit is not part of the IOU level sheet. Please consider parent IOU for this. So there, if you want to see which unit you are from, so you can go to Ultimatis and you can check in your profile that you are from the which unit. So if that particular unit doesn't appear here, right, in this sheet, so you can check with the parent IOU. Parent IOU is also another kind of representation of the unit. So you can find this in Ultimatis and also align with that with the sheet. So this is all major important like mandatory points which you need to know before going to November cycle and learning into the November cycle. So let us dive into the document revision list. This is a kind of SOP which I took only the main points, because there will be a lot of points that we can miss. So I took all the important points and I have placed here. So let us go one by one, like let us see. So this time what they have added and modified is like BG or unit specific core tech tracks with like inclusion of some design and learning service track. So and also work performance criteria for assessment eligibility. This is the important percentile approach for the result processing and dashboard update, work from office compliance. This is also major thing which we know these days. We should maintain 85% above. So this is all they included in this SOP, like major changes. So let us see. I will explain somewhat in detail so that even new fresher people should understand, right? So I'll be going somewhat deeper and also somewhat liberal. So let us see. See, wins1 overview is that they wanted, see, Elevate wins1 helps to evaluate associates multidimensional performance using democratized transparent talent framework which boost their career and compensations. So this wins1 is majorly eligible people are associates which who has dates these dates, and those people should be a full-time TCS employees with employment status active. So this is okay. One thing is that historical core program distinction will be considered at par with core full stack in track one for digital milestone rewards. So this is a thing where previously we had a core programming track, right? Where if someone has got distinction, they will definitely consider it has done for that track one. Like they will consider with that. There is no issue with this. So enrollment, how do we enroll? Like see team, what happens, associates will be auto enrolled to the wins1 program. That means whoever like see here, associates will be unenrolled on monthly checks. So they will be auto enrolled if they are from IT role or ITIS roles. So they will be auto enrolled, and they will be enrolled on the monthly checks from wins1 program team. So unenrolled meaning in the sense like they will be checking like I will be showing in the end who are the how who are the eligible people for writing wins1 and all, right? So they will get to know this point, like that if they are someone getting some C band or D band, they'll be checking monthly wise and they will be removing the eligibility. So people will be auto enrolled, And when they are like, as auto enrolled people will get like auto mails regarding all wins one program. And if you want to write that exam, right, on some day you'll get one registration link, so you should fill that link, right, so that you'll get some hall tickets. Until then you will be in the part of wins one program itself. That is your wish, whether you should write that exams or no. So upon the permission promotion to, like, see, these are the points which they will unenroll. So upon promotion to C2 or equivalent, or else on designation, associates can connect with their unit TD in case they want to drop off from insurance program. So I said to you, right, that's all wish you people wish. So as long as associates from comes under this these grades, right, they'll be auto enrolled always. But for a writing exam you should definitely register, that they will tell you. And also I'll show where you want to see, to look into all these updates. And I'll be showing all these things in this presentation itself. So important note here. So protected assessment type. So these will be the technology like SQ, like as these are multiple choice questions will be there, hands-on will be there, and business or process. For these like fill in the blanks might be there, match the following will be there. So these kinds of Romans might come for our exam. You can read this. So for articulation, objective assessment, and writing skills assessment, these things will be there. For technology, for business skills, for different things, different will be there. So here, track completed or cleared rules. So this is the very much important things. How do they tell that this track is finished or no? So the results are processed based on the percentile approach. The percentile value is calculated for the each of the tracks. The below cutoff will be applied for the finalization of the grades. If you observe this gave here percentile. Before it was percentage. You know that percentage is different from percentile. What is the main difference? Percentage here, percentile is a thing which depends upon the top scorer for that track. So let's say if there is a business like business skills track, right? So if it is for 100 marks, so if it is a percentage, 100 will be the top. But if it is the percentile, right, so 100 will not be the top. So the top scorer will be there, right? If the top scorer is 80 marks guy, so based on that, our result will be like coming, our result will be finalizing. So percentile is in that way. If you need some clarity on the percentile, you can doodle it. And so 50th percentile, this is like less than 50th, it is not pass. Above that or equal to that is pass. So to get a distinction, one should get a 57th percentile. So it is completely based on the top performer, highest performer. And see, this above parameters are indicative, and this these are subject to change. This might change for upcoming cycles or no, like that. So protected assessment cycle, as of now there are only two cycles. One is May cycle and another one is November cycle. As this is also subject to change, so November cycle also might be, we don't know like what happens. So for North America, this is something for those people. So this is the most eligibility thing which we should focus on. So the guys who wanted to write the wings one exam, they must and should get appraisal band A or B, or else they should have a rating 4 or 5 only for associates who have completed 1 year in the organization. Okay, for those people. And also who are not yet to receive performance band. So for the first year they will not give performance band, right? So for those people it will be the rating, and performance band will be the same like performance band. Or else for the people who got performance band also, they might get rating, right? They'll consider either this or that. So this is also main point. This things you should focus on. If an associate who is eligible for an appraisal band but is not given a performance band due to want of allocation or any other reasons, then here will not be considered eligible for the assessment. So this is pretty straightforward. If he is not allocated, he will not able eligible for the assessment. So for the freshers who have just joined in the month of like November, in the month of August or in the month of July, whether they can write that exam or no. So let us see here. For freshers who do not have appraisal band or anniversary rating, only learning completion will be considered for the protected assessment. So for freshers who have not completed 1 year in the organization. So he has not completed in the organization, so he have joined in the month of July in the year 2024. So he just need to complete those particular tracks, so he'll directly become eligible for the examination. So at least one track selection in the registration survey, so they'll send a registration survey. There you should select obviously some tracks, right, for the examination. So prerequisite for the program plotted assessment is in core full stack or a non-core full stack, non-core tech track based on completion through any of the below paths. So they are telling you can find 150250. I have shown it seems. So there from there you can finish all your prerequisites and fill the registration form. You'll be directly eligible for the assessment. So important note here is that if an associate becomes C2 grade associate, what happens? So for that guy, they will allow only for he or she they will allow for the next immediate cycle itself. From after that, for wins one, after one cycle, associates will not be eligible for the wins one and will have option to subscribe for only wins two. So there is no restriction in the number of attempts. Associates can take any number of attempts across the assessment cycles, provided they meet the eligibility criteria. The highest grade pass or distinction of the track will be considered in the case of reattempt. So you know, right, if you get somewhere like now pass in the next title, if it is distinction, so you'll get distinction like overall. Based on milestone rewards requirements, track completion will be considered. See, here let's see. Wins one result will be published as grades and not as scores. So this is the main point which most of them are like inquiring. We are not getting scores and all. So how they are giving? So their result will be successful or unsuccessful. That's all. So grade, distinction or pass will be populated only if the result is successful. You'll get either distinction or pass. So irrespective of the result or grade, the score will be default value will be zero for all the associates. Dashboard will be updated once the cycle is published. Results are published in IAVOL provided you meet the work performance criteria. The work performance criteria in the sense they'll see everything. Like this time you see we have work from office complaints and all, right, they will see all these things. So this is also an important thing where protected assessments communication, most of them doesn't know where they are sending mails, where they are sending links and all, right. So assessment details obviously comes from this way. So you should go to the Ultimatis and you can see there a Nomi portal, right. Inside Nomi portal you can search like wins1 communication or wins1 elevate wins1. There you can find all it is a forum where you can find discussions and all these things. And also you'll get a lot of information from mails as well. So keep on checking your mails. If you are definitely an eligible candidate, you'll get mails from TCS team. So assessment location, this is definitely an in-person assessment, not from like you can't give from your laptops and all. Associates must take assessment from location only. So they'll send locations and all. So please get in touch with your supervisor and get your depot location change if the system before the registration cutoff date. So they're telling if you wanna change some locations, you can do that before they'll provide you all those things. They'll tell you. So these are the entry pass. You should take an ID card. ID card should be there, and work from office formalities. Well, you should do all this. Like you'll get lot of details about this when the exam starts. Right, I'll make another video like what all things you should take and how what should you should follow things. It is mandatory to sign attendance sheet during in-person assessment. In the absence of which stores will, this is also main thing, guys, focus on this because you'll finish your exam in that exam center, but you'll forget to sign the sheet there, right. So you'll not get score. So this also might be the reason. So you should also focus on this. You should, I think you should sign twice, once while entering into the exam and when you come back again. So don't do malpractice. I just kept here, nothing comes with that. So they'll you know the terms and conditions, right. So finally we'll see the correction policy here. So this is also an important thing. So in the subsequent appraisals, like this is a point where the guy got wins one incentive, like he cleared wins one, and is there any chances that they will remove that incentive? Like when do they remove incentive? So this is the point where it happens. So in the subsequent appraisal cycles, if the associate gets a C band, so listen properly, if it gets a C band, so then the wins one incentive will be passed, like it will be passed. So they did not remove that. If the associate regains A or B in the immediate next appraisal cycle, their incentive will be resumed. So you are getting, like you are getting your incentive this year, and from the March month you got appraisal cycle, right? So then you got C band. So they'll stop your appraisal. So until next year March, you will not get incentive. So if you get A or B in next year March cycle, so they will resume it. So they'll start it. So or else, if it is not case, like we'll get another second C, right? So it will be stopped. That means it will be stopped entirely. So similarly, if an associate gets a D band, incentive will be will be reset, stopped, and the first instance itself, and the associate has to restart post getting the A or B. So this is the important thing, that if he's getting C band, so it will get, first time it will be passed. So still your like your gain which you got from wins one will be there. And if you get another C band, they will definitely remove that. That means that they will remove, in the sense. So for again, you should get an A or B band, and you should start learning, you should start writing wins one exams again. So this is the very important thing which you should keep in the mind. So writing exam is not only the thing, the performing in your projects are also the thing which they need the guys who performs everywhere. So they kept this rule. If you are, see, this is the one case, right, where you are getting C first of all. So if in the first instance itself you are getting a D band, right? So they will directly stop your appraisal, stop your compensation and all. So what happens if this in the March cycle, in the year of 2024, you got D band? So they'll stop itself. They'll completely stop. So in the year 2025, in the March cycle, you should get A or B band, and you should restart in the sense, let us see here. See, the elevate incentive will be stopped from then. It will not resume even if the associate managed to get A or B band later. So it will not resume. The only way to get the elevate wins incentive after stoppage is to resume learning. See, resume learning and clear the subsequent milestone with distinction as per reward rules and get qualified. This is the thing where you should start from the scratch. That's all. So this wins one is entirely dependent upon your project performance as well. So keep all these things in your mind, and learn. And this is what I wanted to inform all about this wins one cycle. So all things which are updated, I have informed you. So if you have still a lot of any doubts and all, you can make sure to comment, and please like, share and subscribe to this channel. And if you like this, please share with your friends who have doubts on this. And also, if you I am going to make another video, like another videos on how to learn to how to become a digital associates, or else from ninja to digital, and from then digital to innovator. And I'll also try to show how we should finish a tracks to become eligible for that with an images, and I'll try to do that in our next videos. So until then, I'll be signing off. Bye.